Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Mr. Bookman here, and today I'm going to be reading The Easter Egg Farm by Mary Jane Auch. Please enjoy. The Easter Egg Farm. Pauline lived in Mrs. Pennyworth's penthouse with 4 other hens. Each day, Mrs. Pennyworth collected the eggs. "Only 4 eggs again today," she asked. "Somebody isn't doing their job. Are you all trying?" The hen chucked. "Well, try harder. I want 5 eggs tomorrow." "Concentrate." Pauline was embarrassed. She was the one not laying an egg. Every time she tried, the other hens squabbled. Pauline couldn't concentrate in all the confusion. "Pauline is lazy," one hen clucked. "I'm not lazy," Pauline said. "I'm just different." She turned her back on the others and concentrated very hard. Finally, a wonderful thing happened. Pauline stepped back to look at the egg in her nest. It wasn't like the other eggs, but Pauline thought it was beautiful. "Get a load of this," another hen clucked. Pauline just laid the world's ugliest egg. Pauline said, "It's just different." But Pauline began to feel ashamed of her egg. She nugged it under the straw with her beak. The harder Pauline tried to lay a normal egg, the stranger her egg got. She hid each one of them, but not before the other hens had seen them and made fun of her. Pauline couldn't stand the teasing any longer. She made herself a nest outside. She stared at the sky, concerned, trying very hard. This time her egg came out with blue with clouds. But before Pauline could hide the egg, someone saw it. Mrs. Pennyworth. "Pauline, what a lovely egg," she said, holding it up in the sunlight. "This is too unusual to crack open for my breakfast. I'll put it in my windowsill where everyone can enjoy it." The next day, Pauline laid an egg that even more unusual. Mrs. Pennyworth was delighted. "Can you make more eggs like this?" Then Mrs. Pennyworth noticed the ladybug on a blade of grass right in front of Pauline. Hey, I get it. The egg comes out looking like whatever you see, right? Pauline blinked. She couldn't quite sure how it worked herself. This is fantastic, Mrs. Pennyworth said. Come into the house with me. We'll see what kind of eggs you lay there. Pauline loved being inside. There were lots of pretty things to look at. In her new surroundings, Pauline became quite creative. Soon, her unusual egg lined the windowsill of Mrs. Pennyworth's house. One day a lady appeared at the window. Are these lovely Easter eggs for sale? I need one for every child in town. They're for an annual Easter egg hunt. No problem. We can lay that many eggs. Can't we, Pauline? We, thought Pauline. She never seen Mrs. Pennyworth lay an egg, so she knew it was up to her. Laying eggs for the Easter egg hunt would be an honor, she clucked happily. Come back for your eggs the night before Easter, said Mrs. Pennyworth. Pauline was excited. She started laying 2 eggs a day, then 3, then 4. Mrs. Pennyworth began taking Pauline on field trips for inspiring. The last week they went to the art museum. The second week, they went to the ballet. Pauline was so thrilled by the music and dancing, she laid more eggs than ever when they got home. Finally, it was the day before Easter. The egg lady will be here tonight, said Mrs. Pennyworth. I better start packing up the eggs. She lifted an egg from the windowsill. Oh no, there's a crack in this shell. Mrs. Pennyworth ran to another windowsill. Pauline, some of the eggs are hatching. We shouldn't have left them in the sunshine. Soon, baby chicks were popping out over the sunny side of the house. Stay in here. Or stay in there, Mrs. Pennyworth shouted at the unhatched chicks. You're ruining the eggs. But the chicks didn't listen. They just kept on hatching and hatching. Mrs. Pennyworth took the broken shells to the table and frantically tried to glue them together. It's no use. I was never any good at craft projects. Just then, there was a knock at the door. "Yoo-hoo," called the egg lady. "I'm here for the Easter eggs. Do I have a deal with you?" "Mrs. Pennyworth, how would you like Easter eggs Easter chicks instead of eggs?" "Terrific," the egg lady said, as bright colored chicks scurried around her. "Easter chicks are even better than Easter eggs." Mrs. Pennyworth helped the egg lady gather the chicks, but as fast as they were popping into a basket, the chicks jumped out again. Mrs. Pennyworth heard a clucking noise and looked up. Pauline was fluffed up to twice her normal size. She spread her wings like an umbrella, protecting the chicks who raced towards her. "Oh, Pauline," said Mrs. Pennyworth, "of course you can't give away the chicks. They're your babies. But what about the Easter egg hunt?" The egg lady asked. "The eggs in the shady side of the house didn't hatch. Mrs. Pennyworth said you could take them." Pauline kept all her babies. She loved being a mother. Every day she took her chicks for a walk, showing them the beautiful things around the farm. The chicks growing up, feathers started to come in. "These chicks sure are different," said Mrs. Pennyworth. Pauline clucked proudly. Soon, Pauline's daughter were laying their eggs again. They took turn on in the nest box, laying eggs of every color and design. Children from miles around came to see the unusual eggs and chickens. Mrs. Pennyworth Farm became known as the Easter Egg Farm. Pauline still lives on the Easter Egg Farm, but she doesn't lay as many eggs as she used to. Now, whenever she feels an egg coming on, Pauline closes her eyes. She doesn't concentrate on anything. Then she lays a perfect, ordinary, plain white egg. Just to be different. Well, wasn't that a cute story of this hen laying colorful eggs of things that she'd seen? Well, wasn't that a cute story, people? What did you think? If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you're new and came along this story reading, hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel. And I want to welcome some new subscribers here to my channel here. Welcome aboard. Feel free to check out my other book readings I got. I got plenty, so feel free to check them out. But until next time, they call me Mr. Bookman. And this book reading is over. Have a good one, everybody. And take care.